Why men are on the down low? It's because we, as a society, have wrongly assigned masculinity and femininity. Because masculine and feminine has absolutely nothing to do with gender. It's a social construct. Social constructs are for control. I know y'all have all kinds of stuff. Oh, they're just evil. Oh, they don't take people into consideration. Oh, they just want to use women. They want their cake and they want to eat it too. Oh, they're just horrible people. Oh, homosexuality. Oh, the devil done came down and da. You got all kinds of reasons. I can totally understand why people have those kinds of opinions. But just because they are opinions, don't make them truth. It may be the only thing you can wrap your head around, but it doesn't make it truth. You want to know why? It's because society has not permitted the men who are on the down low to be anything other than.
You told me I act like a girl. I told you I don't act like anything. I am like me. Now you got the nerve to tell me that I'm crazy because I'm trying to live my truth by your rules.
Now, we want to blame them for not embracing their own truths, but we condition them to not be able to. We're all conditioned for something. Hey, listen, if you enjoy my content, before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, comment, share, and so you don't miss anything I drop, go ahead and click that notification bell. All right, let's go. We, as a society, have wrongly assigned masculinity and femininity. Because masculine and feminine has absolutely nothing to do with gender. It's a social construct. Social constructs are for control. Here's what you need to understand. The people who are in power and who have established all these rules, you need to know these rules don't apply to them. They are some of the most lascivious people there are. For those in the church, you understand the word lascivious. Oh, and the church. Oh, it's another social construct. And the way it's set up totally works to their advantage. So until you start to recognize that you have absolutely been their pawn and start to make decisions to your advantage and the advantage of the masses at large, because it is not to your advantage to govern people's parts. So when you understand that masculinity and femininity has nothing to do with a male or a female, then you can start making some better decisions. You can start getting out of people's business. You can start allowing people to live how they're going to live. If you don't like homosexuality, don't sleep with nobody who has the same parts as you. Leave people alone and let them live. Because we all got people in our family. If it ain't you, then it's somebody you know. We've got people in our family from the time they came out of the womb. You knew that the masculinity was strong or the femininity was strong. And if it was a boy and he had strong femininity, then y'all, if you're in the church, you tried to say there was some kind of spirit on the child. There were other people who just said, you know, he had some sugar in his tank or there was something wrong with him. Y'all have assigned all kinds of stuff to people by just being themselves. If a baby comes out of the womb and it has some femininity going on with it, who do you think you are to say he needs to live in any way other than that? Or the girl who didn't like anything pink. Hell, it was me. I have a lot of masculine traits. I'm a tomboy big time. I never liked the little lace socks my mama put on me. I tore them up on a regular basis. I didn't prefer dresses. I played basketball and baseball and football and was better than the boys at it. I can drink any man under a table and I will cuss him out. Does that make me any less woman? No. Does it make me any less female? No. There are many lessons that my daddy set out to intentionally teach me. And one is on being a lady. It ain't what you think. You see, unlike a lot of people who think it's necessary to teach a girl to be ladylike, and my mother was one. She was doing her best to try and teach me to be ladylike, and my daddy was doing his best to say, let that not be who you are. Let it be an option you can pull. You see, I had two other options. Put that ladylike shit in my pocket or leave that shit at home. Daddy would tell me that there were situations and circumstances where men just needed to be cussed the fuck out. Leave people alone. Let them live. Men are on the down low because they can't tell the truth. Not without a whole lot of punishment. So you want them to tell the truth? Stop punishing them for it. Masculinity and femininity is a social construct. You go to other countries and there are men who are really feminine. They are married and happy. There are women who are masculine. They are married and happy, or they are homosexual.
I didn't ask to be transgender. You told me I was. You told me I was different. You told me I didn't belong. You told me that girls play with dolls and boys play with trucks. You told me that I must want to be a woman. You told me that I had to change my name in order for you to respect it. You told me that you don't hire those people. You told me to pick a side. You told me that I couldn't be both. I had to be either or. That's what you told me. You told me I act like a girl. I told you I don't act like anything. I am like me. Now you got the nerve to tell me that I'm crazy because I'm trying to live my truth by your rules.
The scale of femininity, masculinity has nothing to do with what is dangling between somebody's legs. It does not. We've given all kinds of other names to different people too. I don't think it's necessary. Just allow people to be. Whatever it is. Y'all be tripping. There are clubs of masculine men who are homosexuals. But y'all won't know nothing about that because people can't bring it to you. Leave people alone. Let them live. That is a social construct because I am not about to become more feminine to satisfy people's ignorance. I am who I am. I'm going to say this, and I'm probably going to do a totally separate video on this part. But this whole male, female, feminine, masculine, gender, and roles thing, it is totally built into this patriarchal crap with misogyny built in that says there are men who are supreme because they got something dangling between their legs, and then there are women. And there are many other social constructs that support that mess. And in that mess, women are oppressed, repressed, and end up digressing in so many ways before we're able to actually stand in our own brilliance, in our own truth, and operate as we are. Because there's no such thing as gender roles. So we need to stop this mess, okay? If you don't like homosexuality, don't sleep with somebody who has the same thing you have. That's it. It doesn't rub off, okay? They are not the devils. They are people who need to be able to live their lives, who should be free to live their lives. And as long as everybody understands what's happening, if you like it both ways or trying to figure it out, hell, that's part of life. Try to figure it out. Just make sure the people you figuring that out with know you figuring it out. You know, just be open and honest about what you are. You're going to find people who absolutely are just in the same space that you are in. Okay? Just be honest about it. Yeah, the down low happens because they can't tell the truth. Too many women still going around talking about, no, no, no. No. And men, I know that punk. And they having the same thing, because sexuality is a spectrum. Every man is not over here alpha, buh, buh, buh. And every woman is not this little dainty something. Sexuality is a spectrum, and many people fall in the middle. That does not mean that you get to be out here just hoeing and just screwing whatever you want willy-nilly with somebody who that's not how they roll. Again, you got to be open and honest, because I would be plenty upset if I expected that I'm in a monogamous relationship only to find out that somebody else had different plans. You got different plans. It's many people out there who just willy-nilly out here doing what they do. That's not how I roll. Don't be out here willy-nilly with me. Go be willy-nilly with the willy-nilliers. All right? Do I want everybody to live their truths? Absolutely. People are on the down low because they can't be on the straight up. They can't tell the truth because they're condemned so much for it, and especially if they grew up in the church. That is, if you like my content, then I invite you to subscribe, like, comment, and share this information, because it's only going to get better out here when all of us are doing our part to make it better. And hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. It's your life. Choose it just as it is. Own it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Change it. As long as you can breathe and learn, oh honey, it can get better. Bye for now. From Colombia, I'm Zara.